It worked. It worked. All right. All right. We're good now. We're good now. Here, I'm turning on the light. There we go. We did it. We did it. Hell yeah. All right. Okay, just gonna go through chat a bit. Hello to the first two people that said hi, Jesse and now Touch Beetle. Uh, hello, Wukyu. I don't know if that's how you pronounce your name, but uh, hope you have a good sleep. And Craig, yes, the struggle was indeed real. You, it's always a struggle just getting the stream started. Like it's crazy. But anyway, so here we are, 1,000 subs. I got my drink here. I am drinking a bit of this and a bit of this. So we are we are gonna be chilling. We are gonna be chilling. Love your videos. Thank you so much, Jesse. Uh, congrats. Thank you. Thank you. I did not expect to ever get here. Like I told myself when I started this that the like my goal for the end of the year would be 1,000, and it isn't even June yet. And it's like, okay, well, what do I do now? Like I didn't think that it was gonna go much farther than like 500, I suppose. But we just like you all made that possible. We all kind of got here together, and yeah, now we're just chilling. Like now, there's 1,000 people that have been watching this channel. I've been subscribed since 700. Hell yeah! Now, if any of you were here back when I had 2 subs, you a real one. You saw all the old content that I put out. Actually, I feel like that'd be a very fun thing to do because I have like a lot of privated videos. You were my 68th, very, very close to being the funny number, but hell yeah, you've been around for a bit then. Came across the coffee chats a couple of weeks ago. Good shit, man. Thank you, thank you. So yeah, I have like a bunch of privated older videos from around before March, right? And March was sort of when I started doing like all the coffee chats and all. So if you saw any of those, congratulations to you. You were lucky. You saw like the very beginnings of this channel. And now it's all just sort of gone. It's just I don't feel like any of the videos were really that valuable. But like I can see a few that maybe have something to say, but I need to redo them. You get me? Like a reprise in a way. So yeah, we have 2 hours of doing this, right? Of just drinking and chilling, chatting, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, wonder if we can do like a Kahoot. That'd be pretty fun. I don't know if I can send links, but we might be able to do a Kahoot. Hello, Raccoon Macaroon. I like that name, Raccoon Macaroon. So yeah, I mean, we can come up with like plans for things to do because again, this is going till around 10:30, and yeah, we can just do shit. I suppose. Like, I would really like to play Minecraft. Like, I feel like that'd be really fun to do live. But my laptop, it's not exactly strong, so it it wouldn't really be able to handle live streaming stuff. But at some point, I would love to start live streaming games. Hell yeah, Kahoot! That's one vote for Kahoot. I hear one vote for Kahoot. Uh, Sick ass hair, by the way. Thank you. Righteous Hair Bruds. Again, thank you. I get like a lot of comments on the hair, as you might imagine. I was actually I sent a picture of the live stream to my friend when it was saying like, "Oh, you're going live and all." And he does live streams too. Cortro YT, I think, is his YouTube channel name. So go check him out if you like games and stuff, right? And yeah, he normally does live streams. I normally don't. Like, I just stick to like, all right, record the videos, put them out, and on a special occasion, we'll do live streams, right? And the girl that he's talking to right now said that I look like a girl. I assume because of the hair. So yeah, like I get a lot of people bringing up the hair in general, and it's just like, yeah, yeah. I mean, usually a lot of it's nice, like what you guys have been saying over the past 50 or so videos, but we like a lot of people bring it up. Kahoot would be fun. All right, that's 2 votes for Kahoot. So we're we're probably gonna end up doing Kahoot. Well, my cat's just being a bit of a tweaker right now. Oh. All right. Yeah, we should probably get Kahoot started up. Like, I think that'd be pretty fun. Or I feel like I should, like, have this. Yeah, like that, right? Like sticking out like that. Then I get the opposite because I'm a woman with short hair. Get weird comments about my hair all the time. So do you get like you look like a man kind of comments? Or you just get people like outright just being like, hey, your hair is bad. Like, that's what I imagine you mean when you say you get the opposite. What are you doing? What are you doing? All right. Connection to Kahoot isn't secure. That sounds weird. Maybe I just used the wrong country code. I heard of Gerbert Johnson. The name rings a bell, and I'm not sure if I'm thinking of the same guy that you mean, but the name rings a bell. Hello. Hello, Movalita and Josie A. Oh, wait, I know your name. You're usually active in the comments. Well, like, I think I saw one of your comments at some point. All right. But you have to buy Kahoot? Fuck that. Fuck. Why would you buy Kahoot? Here. If this turns out to have like a mod, well, not mod, but like a way to play it like online, that'd be really funny. Don't even think I put in the right name. All right, well, I didn't put in the right name, like definitely didn't, but we have something. I maybe if there was like a way to set this up, we might have something akin to Kahoot. What? My cat's just yammering right now. All right. I'm hoping that this will like have a way to do what I'm planning on doing. Because that would be so funny. Wow, the dryer's absolutely popping off. What? You're just looking at me. You're not saying anything. I thought Kahoot was free. Yeah, same here, but apparently it's £8 a month. Now, the fact that subscription too is just like, why? Why would you make that a subscription service? Excuse me. All right. Is there a way to do what I'm trying to do? I am really hoping there's a way to do what I'm trying to do. I don't think there's a way to do what I'm trying to do, but I really love to figure this out. All right, there's gotta be a way to do this. Kahoot. All right, we're gonna try and find a rip-off Kahoot. So, hell yeah. I like how most of the people in the stream have cat profiles. Oh yeah. Wait, that's sick. He has a community of cat lovers. Yeah, true. Cat's name, her name's Tootsie. Do you listen to Michael Jackson? If you do, what's your favorite song from him? I don't listen to Michael Jackson, but there is a cover of Smooth Criminal by, I believe the band's name is Ant Farm, or like something akin to that. And that cover is banging. I love your cats, but I can't have one in my flat, so I had to have pet rats instead. I mean, pet rats are pretty sick. Like I think rats are pretty cool animals. I mean, it's just one letter away from cats, so it's basically the same thing. What bands do I like? You know how whenever people ask like that sort of question, your mind just pulls a blank. My mind just did that. Here, look through my playlist, see what I can find for you. I One band I will say immediately, Loathe. I am such a Loathe fanboy at this point. It's not even funny. It's like fanboy to the point of like cringe. Best way to put it. All right, Good Kid. That's a band that I like. So is also Sleep Toking, Misfits, and sure, Lorna Shore through too. That is pretty good too. Ooh, Apocalyptica. Been a while since I've listened to them, but they are pretty good. Hello, loading lore. All right, time to get back to the search for a Kahoot akin game. Quizzes. All right, we might be going with quizzes. We're not playing Kahoot on this stream. We're playing quizzes. Become a quizzes focused streamer. That'd be pretty funny. All right, let's see what quizzes has to show. Oh, Quizlet. That's the one I was thinking of. Oh man. I mean, now that I'm saying it out loud, I don't feel like Quizlet's the right thing to pop up right now. All right. I suppose I'll sign up as a teacher. Why not? Continue with Google. Yeah, fine. I have read the terms and service, obviously. Read them very close. Now there was one point in time where like I actually did read like all the terms and services. And man, it's not fun. James! James! Oh man, I was hoping you'd be here. Hello. Yeah, 1,000 subs. It's been wild. I've only been here for like 5 months. And it's like I don't know how I got here. Hello, Azure Blaze. I think that's how you say your name. Correct me if I'm wrong. Stony Lonesome. Do men peak at 60? No. Men don't necessarily peak because you can't exist in the past. So technically, the present moment is peak. Slizzy Finn, do you game? I do indeed. I play Geometry Dash, and that's it. You know the €2 game that you had on your phone when you were like 12? I'm cracked at that. I am insane at that. Dude, you are attractive. Thank you, Stony Lonesome. All right. Let's see. Toots, you okay? She's just been like, occasionally she'll just leave my room and just start whinging. And like every time I go to the bathroom, she like whinges too. And it's like, bro, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Just tell me, like, just speak up, bro. Speak up. Yeah, you are a good looking guy, no homo. Thank you. Yeah, all right, so we got 2 people already calling me good looking, so you know, we made it, boys. We got 2 people who think I'm good looking. James saying you guys are down bad. Are you American immigrant to Ireland or just native with no accent? Native with no accent. I'm actually half Irish, half Scottish. So, weirdly enough, I should have the accent, but I just don't. Get me? Like, I grew up in like a fully Irish household where like people have the accent, but I just don't. You sound like you're from California. That is the worst compliment I've ever, well, not even compliment, that is the worst insult anyone has ever told me. I'm from Ireland. I'm Irish. I am full Gale. And it's like, bruh. I just watched like too much iCarly as a kid. That's what my mother chops it up to. So I'm just gonna assume it's true. Well, we're already finished our first drink. All right. You guys want to see something? You guys want to see something? So we got our empty glass here. We got our drink of choice. That looked like enough to you. And then we just get the Coke in there and we're chilling. I always get like a lot of people talking about like just the sheer amount of whiskey I put in my Jack and Cokes, and it's just like, yeah, I do that. All right. Irish accents are cool. I have a generic Northern English one. I've actually never heard like, well, I don't know the differences between like all the different like English accents. I don't know like the specific cultural differences in accents are in general. If that didn't make any sense probably, but uh yeah, no, but what was I saying? Yeah, like I don't know the specific like regional variations of accents. How old am I? I am 19. I had to stop for a second there. Bro, don't become an alcoholic. I almost became one, but stopped before I got addicted. I mean, right after I read that out, I just looked to my left and there's just a bunch of beer bottles, and it's like, mm. Yeah, no, like I don't want to become an alcoholic, obviously, but you know, like I don't feel like I'm channeling that through that true alcoholism right now, but you know, I will agree with you. I do gotta stop drinking. I do gotta be more wary about how much I'm drinking, which hopefully I can do. Like drink has never really been that big of an issue for me, but maybe that's just like me being a bit egotistical about it, and that's gonna like lead to my downfall. Alcoholism, alcoholicism. Yeah. Charlie's gonna throw up in stream. Nah, it takes a fair bit more to make me throw up. I'm Polish, so when I try to speak English, it sounds really weird. I mean, like, I feel like that's everyone with like their second language. I mean, I'm assuming here that English is your second language. I got drunk every night for about 3 years after turning 21 and then stopped. Haven't even had a drop in 3 to 4 months. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I like that. The longest time I spent sober since I was 17 was about 3 months. Beautiful 3 months. Beautiful 3 months. And now I'm just here. After turning 21, so I'm assuming you're from the States then, because, I started drinking when I was 16. And even then, that's like a bit late for where I'm from. So, yeah. I was sober for 7 years and broke my sobriety last year. Well, I mean, depends on like sort of how you feel about that. Like, I can understand why someone would be upset about losing like a 7 year streak, but it's also like one drop of alcohol after 7 years of not drinking isn't gonna ruin your life. It's like, yeah, it has the potential. Like, it has the potential to snowball into it, but that's only really if you let it snowball into that. Like, there's a healthy way to view this sort of stuff, and there's an unhealthy way. I personally am not really like, well, I was gonna say I'm not really like a pleasure seeking person, but that would be wrong because it's like, it's human nature to seek pleasure. I just try my best to like go against that nature whenever I can. And it's like, as someone who does that, it's like when I break my clean streaks off of like pleasure producing activities, it's like I tend to get like that sort of cataclysmic sort of thought cycle. Drunk stream, yeah, that's what it's probably gonna end up being, and that's what I'm so excited for, because I like to think I'm fun when I'm drunk. So yeah, I'm 19 and I've never had alcohol. I'm too scared to start drinking. I mean, better choice not to start. Like, honestly, it's a lot more fun to be sober at like parties and stuff for me. Well, at least I found. But, like, again, personal choice and stuff. So it's up to you. Yeah, I'm Albanian but living in the USA. Yeah, yeah. I remember my dad giving me a little bit of alcohol when I was 8 and I started breakdance. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, Movalita, you coolest 8-year-old story there. Now, was that your first like drink of alcohol? Because if we're going like first drinks, mine was when I was 2. So I a true Irishman, as you can tell. And it's like, yeah, I started young, but I didn't start like actually drinking until I was like 16. What do I think about weed? Weed is chill. Like, I don't really smoke as often as I used to, but like, every now and again it's chill. But I find that I get really like paranoid. Like, I start hearing the silence and stuff, and like I just start digging in too deep to like a bunch of different random thoughts. That's why I can't smoke when I'm like around people, because I'll just end up like overthinking everything they're saying, and it's like, they're just trying to have a conversation with me while I'm playing like 5D chess, and it's just crazy. I'm an alcoholic. All I do is listen to the Beatles and drink vodka. That's how you want to live. That's how it's done. I mean, I've never really listened to the Beatles and I hate vodka, so I suppose I kind of disagree with you, but like it from one real one to another. That's what I say. Yeah, because I had never been drunk. I went a bit too far when I started drinking. I got drunk every day for a while, but now I'm out of that kind of phase. That's good. That's good. You don't want to be getting drunk every day. Getting tipsy every day. It's a bit more of a gray area, but getting drunk every day is certainly like not healthy. Macaroon, are you an alcoholic? I I really wish that like I had an editor so we could do like live stream edits because that would be great to just have pop up in a video. Just like everyone talking about drinking stuff. Bro, I love how we randomly switched the topic to alcoholism. Yeah, we got here from Kahoot. Like I ran out of drink, I poured myself up a glass, and now we're just all talking about alcoholism. Yo, Ed, what's happening? What's happening? We're talking about alcoholism. Care to add to the conversation? All right, good to hear that Macaroon did not get too close to alcoholism. They only got kind of close. Yeah, but genuinely, like, good on you for not, going to the full 9 miles. You get me? Like, actually being able to get out of that stuff is pretty good. Your shirt is really stylish, by the way. Thank you. Thank you. I got this for my birthday. And, it's like, this is perfect for the summer because it's just linen. So it's just really light and it feels so good. Just like being able to walk outside and feeling the wind and all. Raccoon Macaroon, don't get to the point where you're addicted. Alcohol is harder to quit than heroin even. Is that true? Because like I know that alcohol withdrawals can actually kill you. I don't like from what I've heard about heroin, it just sounds like you have a really bad like fever for 2 or so weeks. And then with meth, it's like the withdrawal is like really bad depression for 2 or so weeks. So yeah. But like again, that's like maybe flawed information. I just assume every bit of information that goes into my brain is immediately flawed by being in my brain. And I feel like that is accurate. Weed is good alone in social sense. It's bound to invoke paranoia, low key jealous of the people who can smoke in public because I can't. I used to be able to smoke in public. And I used to be like really good with smoking in public. Like I just used to be chill. Nowadays, I fully agree with you. It is hell. Like I don't get how people can do that without like losing their mind. Magnus Mollenhauer. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Have you ever looked into the Orthodox Church? I have. And, I was born and raised Catholic. So it's like I'm baptized Catholic. And when I was looking into like local Orthodox churches, because it's like, it feels like something I'd be more into than Catholicism. I found out that you can only have the Eucharist when you're baptized Orthodox, which I am not. And I don't really know how to go about like that whole baptism process. Hello. When did you get here? So I don't know how to go through like that whole baptism like thing as an adult. So I just put it off until the point where I started to love Catholicism. And now it's like I'm really happy to be Catholic, but I have a lot of respect for Orthodoxy. I dated a guy that had done a lot of drugs, including heroin, and the only thing he couldn't stop doing was drinking. Yeah, I mean that's fair. I think that's something to do with like drink being just more socially acceptable. Like, there's not like heroin bars don't exist for a reason. You get me? Like, people don't just meet up at a pub and start shooting. But people do meet up at a pub and start drinking because you better not end the live stream. I see you. You, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you fiending? Okay, I don't even know. So yeah, where was I? Yeah, no, like drinking's just a lot more socially acceptable. I'm half white and get bullied for looking like an immigrant, even though I'm not. What should I do? Stop caring. That's genuinely the only piece of advice I can give you. Just stop caring. Like, they're getting like violent towards you, then like, maybe like, well, like, even just fight back for yourself or something. Just prove that like you're not someone that can just be pushed around. But maybe that's like a bit of me talking rather than like actual good advice. But yeah, if you're getting bullied and it's just like words and stuff, just don't even listen. Like, it's fine. Like, they're not gonna, like, words only have the power that you give them, I suppose. Have you ever blacked out from drinking? A Jello shot did it for me. I have. And it is, bro. Can you stop? Can you stop? Can you chill? What are you doing? What are you doing? All right. Stop chirping at me. You ever blacked out from drinking? Yeah, I have. It was in this room actually for Stephen's Day. I had like a bunch of people over. We had a bunch of drink on us. And I got to the point where I was just sitting down, like literally right there on the floor, like right here, and just like staring into the distance, like 1,000-yard stare, jaw agape, and just not knowing. Like, I didn't even realize I was sitting on the floor. And then I woke up to lying on that bed in the fetal position, throwing up on my side. And that was awesome. I woke up, started throwing up. Everyone was like, yo, are you okay? And I was just like, back on it. Then I went to the bathroom and passed out on the toilet mid shit in a suit. So yeah, there's a fun little trivia fact that you Charlie enjoyers can have. What doesn't help about drinking is it's so socially normalized. It isn't really seen as taboo, so most people can indulge without too much guilt or without fear of judgment from others. That is true. Yeah, that is true. That's like the big thing about it that really makes it very dangerous, in my opinion. Well, excuse me. Because, like, same thing kind of goes for smoking. Oh. But smoking does have, like, that little bit of judgment to it. Well, I'm going for my coffee now as this chat rolls on. Good on you, man. Get that coffee in you. Coffee's always good. Hello, Doomy Wim V2. I hope that's how you intended for your username to be pronounced. Fun and random fact. I am from Syria. Hell yeah. What's Syria like? I've never been there and I don't really know much about it, but I hope it's cool. That's true. Drinking is so normalized. Drinking culture in the UK is wild. I have heard that. I have heard that drinking culture in the UK is crazy. See, well, not drunken. Drinking culture in Ireland is like I feel like weirdly enough, it's less insane than in the UK. Because in Ireland, it's like, yeah, you'll have pre drinks and like you'll have drinks before like parties and stuff, but usually you're only having like one or two, and that's it, or like maybe a quarter of like a Jack Daniels bottle in between two people, and that isn't really that much, but it gets you like to the point where you're ready to go. Whereas in UK, it's like you just get drunk before you even leave the door, and that's insane to me. If you are Catholic, you don't have to get rebaptized. You just have to get chrismated, and you get chrismated after you're at church for a while and you learn. I was a convert from Protestant, though. I mean, yeah, like I might end up converting to Orthodoxy, but I don't know. Like weirdly enough, I've started falling in love with Catholicism, and now it's like, all right, I want to stick to this faith because it very much encompasses what I believe. But maybe that's even more reason for me to go to Orthodoxy because, like, if like Catholicism is a tool by the devil, then it's like, obviously he try and speak to what well, not my mind in specific, but like what the people's minds want to hear so that they become more self reliant rather than reliant on God. So yeah, I might end up converting to Orthodoxy. I don't really know. Good afternoon, Mr. Whiskey. Thank you, Retro Wonka. Since when is throwing up awesome? It is not awesome. It is. It's awesome, but it's not awesome. Because when you get to the point where it's like everyone just throwing up at a party, which has happened to me before, which is like wild. But when you get to that point, it's like, hell yeah, we have basically destroyed two party goers. And it's like that weird sort of pride where it's like, I have outlived you. Like all that sort of stuff. But yeah, besides that, it's not really that cool. Fascinating to see where we all connecting from. I'm from Paraguay. I don't think I said that right. I'm from Paraguay. Yeah, little known. I actually don't know where Paraguay is, and I want to make sure I'm pronouncing that name right. I'm like a huge stickler for pronunciation. Country in South America. I almost said country. Oh, that's a 20-hour, 30-minute flight from where I'm from. Paraguay, officially the Republic of Paraguay, is a landlocked country in South America. It is bordered by Argentina to the south and southwest, Brazil to the, I assume, north and northeast. We're just learning fun facts about Paraguay now. I was really hoping we'd have a text from the dude telling, like, confirming to us how it's pronounced. All right. Come on, just give me the pronunciation, bro. Or can we listen to the Paraguay anthem on the live stream? We're doing that. This is gonna be so hard to like do because my phone's being all weird. Or I'm gonna read through a little bit of chat. Were you a convert or born in? Oh, that's not even for me. That's for Josie. I know drinking and drug culture in Scotland is just absurd. People usually picture a pretty little kingdom, but not Scotland. Especially especially Glasgow is drunk hell. I mean, doesn't really surprise me. Like I feel like all of the islands in Europe that are like to the northeast have sort of fallen off. You get me? And like not to be rude to any specific island, but like we've all fallen off in a way. Like all the places to like we don't have that island culture anymore. I was born in, but my mom is a Protestant convert. Again, that is for someone else. So, like, the chat's just talking between themselves. I'm just here. I'm just drinking. Yeah, one or two drinks is nothing here, but that's just pre drinks for us. Yeah. See, normally it takes like 3 drinks for me to like start feeling it, and then 4 before I consider myself like, all right, I'm drunk now. So yeah, like you're getting basically the whole experience of my night out within the pre-drinks. I'm not even gonna answer Doomy Wim V2's question there. I saw what you posted. Well, not the I'm from Moldova. That's pretty cool. I have people from Moldova watch me. That's awesome. I barely even know where that is on the map. And it's like, hell yeah. Someone from there thinks that my videos are decent. But yeah, what do I think about? I just told myself I'm not gonna read that. I just told myself, why am I reading it? Azure Blaze, I was born and raised a Catholic, but I'm a deist now. Deist? I've never heard of that before. Like, what does that mean? I was raised Christian, became an atheist at 16, but now that I'm 20, I'm a bit more agnostic. That's fair. But, like, I personally, born Christian, got my communion and confirmation done when I was, like, in primary school. Never really cared that much about the religion. I was more, like, not even atheist. I was just a-religious. Like, I just didn't really care about religion, like had barely any beliefs. And then I became Buddhist for a while. And then after that, I started looking more into Christianity. And then all right, let's just say for the sake of like, making sure this video doesn't get taken down. Well, this live stream doesn't get taken down. I took some funny little fungi that grew from the ground that I maybe shouldn't have taken, but I'm pretty happy that I did. And after that, like Christianity just like there was no other truth for me. It was just like Christianity just became everything that I needed. And that was sort of like, okay, now I'm going. Now I'm going. What's the difference between agnostic and atheist? I mean, I'm not gonna answer that question because it's for someone else, but I mean it's like a very small difference. Well, small but like big enough of a difference to categorize a change in name. Brazil anthem is the best anthem. Never heard the Brazil anthem. I feel like I'm missing a lot of like chat, even though I'm not. I'm just reading through it. I bet they will have at least 50K subs by the end of the year, maybe even 100K. That is very ambitious. That is very ambitious. From what I've learned from YouTube, wherever you think you're going, you're not going. Like with YouTube, it's just like the roll of the die. Like you're either getting somewhere or you're not. Well, untrue. Untrue, I will say. Like it depends on what kind of content you're putting out, but I don't think the kind of content I'm putting out is gonna get me 49,000 subscribers in 6 months. Like I don't think coffee chats are really carrying that much weight behind them. Like coffee chats aren't gonna just clean sweep like that. I'm from Moldova. Yeah, we already read that one. That's pretty cool. A fellow Slav. Oh yeah, we're connecting people here. Feel like I've already read the Brazil anthem is the best anthem, but I'll just leave it there. I'm pretty happy with the Irish anthem. The Irish anthem's actually balling. Thinking about becoming religious Christianity is my main idea. I believe in common principles and I believe in the Creator. Any recommendations relative to educating myself? Just know that you have to actually mean the faith. You get me? Like, you can't just go into religion with like a sort of hazy idea of like, all right, this could be like, I'm just telling you from my own personal experience here, but when I first converted to Christianity, well, converted, but like, I've always technically been a Christian. But when I first started like accepting Christ, I started off doing that because I was just like, all right, well, this is what all the other dudes are doing. So I might as well do it too. And that didn't really work. What you really need to do is like, you have to seek Christ. You have to try and find him. And you will find him in prayer. Like, that's one thing. You have to start like praying and like really trying to bring your heart to the surface, right? You have to like be very present with God. And God is like always around you. So, like it's very easy to connect into God. And yeah, once you have that down, just know that God will never forsake you. That's like the second biggest thing. And I mean, this is like from my own personal experience of becoming a Christian. But obviously, when you are a Christian, the main things are going to be love thy God and love thy neighbor as thyself. And once you have those two down, you're basically good. And that's why I like what Catholicism preaches, because they preach that all believers of Christ are a part of his like mystical body. And thinking in that way really helps like that love thy neighbor as thyself part, because it's like, when you're showing love to another person, it's like you're showing love to yourself in a way, and it's like a very just positive thing to do. Yeah, and reading the Bible too. I should have mentioned that too. Thanks, Magnus, for that one. Reading the Bible is incredible. Like, I know it's weird for me to talk about Christ right now, considering the fact that I'm drinking on live stream, but I'm never gonna turn down a chance to talk about Christ. You get me? But yeah, you know, like read the Bible and almost read it as like you're having a conversation. Like, I feel like I could be wrong with that. I'm not too experienced of a Christian myself, but like I found that trying to read it as if I'm having a conversation with God, and like especially right after prayer, is very helpful. I hope that helped answer your question. We believe in God. We don't follow any religion. Yeah, that's why I thought agnosticism was, well, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta go to sleep now. But yeah, cool stream. Congrats on 1K. Hope you reach 100K anytime soon. Thanks, Loading Lore. Good night to you. But I doubt we'll be reaching 100K anytime soon. That is a far way away from here, buddy. But like maybe with hope. my original goal once we hit 100K was like, all right, well, I've hit that. Now what do I do? 10K, obviously. So, 10K is probably going to be where we're going to get to by the end of the year. Well, that's my hope at least. Imagine not liking Skibidi Toilet. Do Me Win V2. If you are watching this, which you probably are, that sigh was for you. That's how I feel about you mentioning Skibidi Toilet in this chat. Charlie needs to start brain rot maxing. I have already rotted my brain to the point where it has started growing. Like, you don't understand. I have rotted this brain into like resurrection. I guess the atheist is just feeling like there definitely isn't a God, and being agnostic is feeling like you can't ever possibly know whether God exists or not. Ooh, that's a cool way of thinking about it. I like that way of thinking about it. That's pretty sick. I thought agnosticism was more like, like you don't necessarily believe in a God, but you know that there maybe is a God. Yeah, like you accept both sides of the argument. What the fuck, 1K, congrats. Thanks, Brandon. Blood needs to start studying brain rot becomes. You're doing me in. That's what I have to say. You're doing me in. I'd be so down to watch you do a mukbang and drinks. It's weird to think that I've thought about that before, but it's like I don't want to eat in front of a camera. That feels like it's too far. Like, I've showered in front of a camera before, and I'm very much just gonna hold that over your heads, right? But yeah, like doing a mukbang feels like it's too far. The Bible says drinking is good as long as you don't get drunk. So you good. I mean, yeah, but like I'm 2 Jack and Cokes down, and I'm definitely filling up a third, maybe in like 15 minutes. So you get me? It's like, I feel like I've been very weak in my faith recently. And I don't really like that I've been like that, because I've like, actually started to develop like a lot of reverence for the topic. Like, I already had reverence, but like nowadays it's like I go into church and I kneel before that altar like my life depends on it, because I know it does. And you get me? It's like, you know, so I'm stuck in like a really weird gray area between the two, where it's like, all right, my sinful nature is like destroying me, but at the same time, God is on my side. So what, like, obviously, I'm gonna be going this way. You get me? I can't become Christian, or I'd have to consider not getting more tattoos. I mean, I've never, like, maybe I haven't gone to like that chapter in the Bible yet, but I've never heard about like not getting tattoos as a Christian. I mean, yeah, like, I can imagine why tattoos would be like a very, well, it wouldn't really be more important than like eternal life. But, oh, excuse me. Like, yeah. All I can say, Raccoon Macaroon, if you are listening, God and the peace that He can give you is worth a lot more than anything on this earth. Like, that's all I can really say. And it's very hard to describe what I mean by that, but it's something that you just have to experience for yourself. What are your thoughts on World War II? Didn't like that Hitler guy. I thought, like, I feel like the directors could have killed him off a little bit earlier. Didn't really like what he did to the Jewish people. I feel so. All right. I'm zooming in. I'm zooming in to read this text. All right. 9 to fur P. I don't know if that's how you say your name, but everyone, 9 to fur P had to say, and I quote, I feel so skibbity sigma right now, to be honest. My brain is so rotted that it started creating skibbity sewage. I am forever Sigma Maxon. Thank you. Thank you. That was truly beautiful, truly poetic and articulate. Truly awesome. Thank you so much for that. You can't get tattoos as a Christian? I haven't heard that before. I mean, I've heard that before, but I don't think that's really something that, like, God would speak to his people. Like, that doesn't really, it feels too modern to almost say. But, like, like, if that is true, I'm not gonna argue with it. You get me? Like, I don't have tattoos, so I can't. Like, I don't have that same experience with tattoos. But yeah. No, I think your channel is gonna grow fast, to be honest. Don't even know why YouTube recommended me your channel. Then I realized your videos are very relaxing to watch. Just sit, chill out, chat. Yeah, that's sort of what I go for with my channel. And I feel like that's sort of the big, like, selling point. It's just like, yo, you're just chatting with this dude and it's just there. You get me? And I feel like that's why my channel sort of like really started to pop off. But yeah, I'd be happy if the channel started growing fast, but like I really want time to adjust too. Because like when I hit 100 subs, it was like, hell yeah, that's awesome. When it started getting into like the 900s and it was close to like 1,000, it was like, oh no, there are 1,000 people who have seen me drink a coffee. Oh no, what do I do about that? Like, how do I explain that to someone? You get me? Feels like it depends on the Christian. Some people are pretty against tattoos. I think there's something in the Bible about marking your sin. Are you talking about Revelations? Like, if you're talking about like the mark of the beast, like that isn't tattoos. The mark of the beast is something much more apparent, I will say. Deists believe in God but don't follow any religion. Agnostics believe in God, but they also don't. Yeah, that sounds about right. So deist would be believing in a deity. All right, yeah, that's fair. This generation is doomed. Weirdly enough, all right, controversial opinion time. Gen Alpha gonna be one of the most cracked generations we've ever seen. And I know everyone is like, oh no, Gen Alpha, they're doomed because they're all iPad kids. They were born to be ready for this world. They were born for this world. Like all the modern technology that we have all had like a hard time adjusting to, these kids knew from out of the womb. Did you know what Fortnite was when you were born? Some fucking 12-year-old kid does. Some 12-year-old kid came out of the womb knowing like what duos were on Fortnite. And like, we gotta be thinking about that stuff. Like these kids are more advanced than us. We are just like the residue of like the millennials and like all those sort of people. We are the residue of them. We are like what remains of a world that hasn't been touched by technology. Well, not in the way that it has been, but like, the Gen Alpha kids, they know how to traverse this shit. They know how to do this shit better than us. So I feel very hopeful that those kids are going to be like genuinely the most cracked generation we've ever seen. I found it. Apparently, it's because of Leviticus 19:24. Wait, 19:28. Sorry about that. I'm about to quote you. Well, I'm about to quote God, but yeah. You shall not make any cuts on your body for the dead or tattoo yourselves. I am the Lord. All right, yeah. Yeah, okay. That's very cut and dry then. Never mind. That is very cut and dry, but yeah, that is Old Testament, so like a little bit of a grain of salt, but like I feel like Old Testament stuff can be trusted just as much as New Testament. Yeah. Well, see, I feel like we should still hold the Old Testament in deep reverence because, again, that is the Word of God. But, like, I don't know too much about Old Testament stuff, so I can't really comment in a way that's actually meaningful to this conversation. But if you just want to carry on that conversation between yourselves, then yeah. Well, I still haven't figured out how to do like the Kahoot thing. All right, let's see if I can figure this out then. Everyone is going to call me Mr. Charlie Coster. All right, let's see if we can do what I'm planning on doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I can't. Well, I just closed the press really hard. I can't make a Kahoot. I can't make a Kahoot. I'm a millennial and my gen is pretty good with technology, but every time I've spoken to Gen Z, it feels like the average person knows way less about computers and stuff. I mean, depends on what type of people you're surrounded with, really. Like, I used to do computer science, so, like, I know a little bit, but I don't know too much. Like, I know what a hard drive is, and that's pretty much it. I wouldn't let the tattoo stuff hold you back from getting close to God, though. He loves us no matter what. Just try your best and do what you can, in my opinion. Very based opinion. Very based opinion, Josie A. That is some good stuff. What did I just knock over? Oh, the microphone. Yeah, but very based opinion. Like, get close to God. No matter what, get close to God. I have a microphone that I haven't been using because audio on live streams is so complicated. Like, it's just, I don't know what I'm doing. I love doing live streams because, like, it's just very fun just sitting down and just chatting with people. But, like, I barely know what I'm doing. My cousin is Gen Alpha, and she's been using a phone since she was 5. She's 10 now. See, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. That kid is going to grow up to be good with technology. Well, at least good with the phone, right? And those are skills that can be, like, transmitted or like transmutated into like different skills that can be very advantageous in the modern world. So yeah, like I genuinely think that Gen Alpha is gonna be like this cracked, like absolutely cracked generation. And they're just gonna like do shit that we have never seen. I've been to church a few times recently just because of the songs go just because some of the songs go kind of hard, to be honest. That is fair. That is fair. At least you're going to church. That is pretty good. And actually, they argue about we still need to do old Jewish laws and circumcision. Paul tells them they don't have to do the old Jewish laws in Acts 15 or something. Yeah, that does happen. But I feel like the whole conversation was more in context of like, do we cut off the hood? Do we get rid of the foreskin? You get me? Like, I feel like it's a lot more yeah, but at the same time, I could be wrong. Like, I'm only recently starting to learn how to like use the Bible correctly, so I barely know how to like actually read the Bible. But yeah, like it wouldn't surprise me if like a lot of the old Jewish laws kind of got like cut off because we are under different rule now that we are under Christ. I'm gonna roll myself up a smoke. Also, for everyone that has been sticking around recently and have known that like I've been trying to cut down on smokes, I bought a new pouch. So flame me for that all you want. But yeah, like we're gonna have to wait another week for the non-smoker arc. I fear to tell you that we are gonna have to wait another week until I have stopped smoking. Do you follow a certain diet that began more into eating? I don't follow a certain diet. I'm very much free in what I eat and drink. But I have been wanting to like get into a diet recently just because like I hate eating all this hyper processed garbage. You get me? Like I've been getting headaches from it and stuff, so I want to like really try and clean up my diet. I don't know what peating is. I will say. Is that like a certain form of like eating? Because like with pea eating, I imagine it's something like that, but I could be wrong. Wanting to cut down is the first step anyway. Some people don't even consider trying to. That is true, but I am like a smoker through and through. Like, I smoke a lot. So I really hope that just trying to cut down will lead to like the path that sort of sets me free from it. And I know it will. That's the thing. I absolutely know I'm going to quit smoking. It's just a matter of when. And that is like such a weird place to be in. Looking to Ray P. He has some good diet advice. Roger Van Fleet, sup man, just dropping in to say, hey, I feel like I've seen your name before. Roger Van Fleet. I added you on Discord, didn't I? Sorry about not texting back. I'm very bad with like texting and shit. I hate to mention veganism because I don't want to be preachy, but trying a somewhat plant-based diet could help. Going vegan helped me with headaches and stomach issues a lot, to be honest. Yeah, I used to want to go vegan. It's been something that's been on my mind since I was younger because I've always just sort of loved animals a lot. But like as of recently, since I've started like going to the gym and stuff, it's like, all right, well, I probably need the extra protein then. But I wouldn't mind going vegan if like it ended up coming to that. You get me? I feel like getting rid of milk is definitely like a very healthy option. Get me? Like I feel milk in specific is very like I mean, not even dangerous, but like it gives me like acne and stuff. So it's like I really want to get out of like drinking milk. It's all good. That's good to hear, Roger. Ray Peat basically argues that every human needs to eat a ton of sugar to maintain a healthy metabolism. He doesn't believe that sugar is bad for you. Every human needs a bunch of carbohydrates to survive, but not necessarily carbohydrates that's sugar. Yeah, I mean, like that's sort of what I know. And like I could be wrong. What do I know about being a diet specialist, right? My diet has for like the past month has been beer and pizza. So what would I know, right? But you get me. Like I don't really feel like sugar is maybe not the best thing to add to your diet. Yeah, I work out and get a lot of protein every day. It's definitely more work, but totally doable. Yeah, yeah. Like I know. I might try it. Like I wouldn't really be against it. Like I love animals a lot to the point where it's like, just for the sake of love for those animals, it's like I could probably quit. But the thing is, I also just really like the taste of steak. Like, oh, steak is really good. Ray Peat also believes that saturated fat is good for you. Mm, I don't know what to say about that. I'm not like a nutrition expert, but like saturated fat, I've heard a lot of bad stuff about that. Just do what I do and call a bad diet a bulk to make yourself feel better. What do you think I have been doing? Like I told my friend about that and he was like, "Oh yeah, the giggle bulk." I was like, "Yeah. Yeah, that makes me feel better about my life choices." Cuz like yeah, like if I turned the camera like maybe 70 so degrees, you would just see a bunch of beer bottles and like a bunch of pizza boxes. So, yeah, I couldn't give up meat, honestly. It tastes too good, but the plant based alternative is horrible. Um, eh, I have never really tried plant based like alternatives to meat. I've tried like plant based alternatives to milk, not milk. Well, you know what? Honestly, I'm just gonna say it. Plant based milk is pretty good. Like I won't lie, it is. It is good, but like plant based cheese is not where it is. Like it is just it's so disturbing looking. Like it feels like the uncanny valley effect. You get me? Almond milk isn't bad. Yeah, agreed, agreed. I hate to say it, but I think soy milk is pretty good. And before anyone gets on my case for that, it just tastes nice. That's all I'm saying. I can't lie. I think the reason I love plant based alternatives so much is because I've forgotten what meat tastes like. Yeah, that's fair. I think Western vegan food can be kind of bad, but vegan Asian food is amazing. I mean, that wouldn't surprise me. Like, just Asian food in general is usually pretty goaded. So, yeah. I prefer chocolate and cow's milk, though. Fair. Fair. Like, diet is like a very confusing thing. Like, I feel like you need to, like, with diet, I was gonna try and give some advice, but I'm not qualified about this at all. But I feel like with diet, as long as you just feel good with what you're eating, then you're basically sorted. Like there isn't really that much that can go wrong. All right. Glass number 3. That's looking pretty meaty. We are nearly halfway through the bottle already. And I got this today. So, yeah. Shots when? I tried doing shots with this earlier. Awful. I love the taste of Jack Daniels like honey, but it's awful. Yeah. I can show you a shot. Like I can show you taking a shot. But I'm not gonna enjoy it. But if this is something that you really want, I will do it. I will just drink straight from the bottle. But while you make up your mind on whether you want to see a poor innocent man suffer, I am going to pour myself up a nice glass. A lot of geniuses throughout history were vegetarian, like Nikola Tesla and Einstein. Is that true? Never knew that. Gotta get going. Have an awesome time, everyone. Not an awesome time. All right. See you, Ed. It's been good having you here. I feel like I shouldn't be encouraging a teenager to drink alcohol. I'm 19. I turned 20 in like 6 months. Like, what do you think I do? You think I don't drink? I probably got better tolerance than you. And that's saying something. My tolerance is awful. Actually, was it you or Azure who was saying it earlier? Oh, when did we start talking about alcoholism? I'm trying to find that. Yeah, there we go. Oh, wait, I didn't even reply to Out of Touch Beatles comment. What are your thoughts on mass immigration into European countries? I'm not qualified to answer questions about that. I won't lie. All right. All right. Yeah, I don't even remember what I'm looking for, but yeah. I'm going to head out, brother. Glad you're doing well, and we will stay in touch. And we will stay in touch, man. Oh, yeah. I'm very bad with replying to texts, so just excuse that if you can. Like, I'm not a texter. Like, just not a texter at all. Do I want kids? In the future, maybe. Like, I definitely want to get to the point where, like, I can have kids. Oh, that's wrong. Bottle cat. I want to get to the point where I feel like I can have kids. Like, I have everything that I need to have sorted. Like, money isn't going to be an issue. I can give them, like, the life experiences that they should have as kids. All that sort of stuff, right? But I feel like it's going to take me a while to get to that point. My tolerance used to be amazing, but it's pretty terrible nowadays. I think I'm drunk after 4 drinks. All right, so we have like basically the same tolerance then. 6 drinks have me like going dumb. Yeah, me. Like I just start just smiling and like not talking to anyone, just there like like that sort of stuff when I'm like 6 drinks down. I like to have kids in the future, but not a wife. All women are annoying. I mean, that's a very general blanket statement, but sure. Like, yeah, go ahead. But that is a very weird like generation. I got drunk from Fanta. I mean, I don't even know why I'm trying to like break that down logically. I don't think that is something that can be broken down logically. I am quite annoying, to be fair. Aren't we all? Like, I'm the annoying one out of my friend group, so, like, being an annoyance is very fun. What's good, G? Hello, Memphis666. I feel like you've been here. And I feel like I've said that about a lot of people in chat today. But I feel like you were at the 100 live stream, 100 sub live stream. Am I correct in that? Well, the day 30 coffee chat live stream. The one where we had the 16 shots. Women. Nah, bro, first time here. All right. Well, welcome here. Hope you enjoy the vibes. We're nearing the end of this live stream. Like, we only have 15 more minutes left. But, like, I feel like it's been a decently good live stream, even though we didn't actually get to play Kahoot. Is this your first time watching this channel? Because if that's the case for you, I feel like we might be in a very, like, funny place. Juliet, who are some of your favorite musicians? Loathe, Quedeca, someone else. But yeah, Loathe and Quedeca are like the two main musicians I actually think about when I think about musicians. I've been here the whole time. Zur, you were like 30 minutes late. Don't give yourself too much credit. It is actually lol, but you seem chill as foretold, dude. Thank you. And for anyone wondering why I said as foretold, I saw an Instagram meme earlier. Yeah, I'm like that. But yeah, if it's your first time here, I really hope you enjoy the vibe. There's a lot of stuff that sort of goes on this channel that you might like. Be like that more like chill sort of vibe. Normally I do coffee chats, which is why we have come up with the joke of whiskey chat day 1. So yeah. Scrapyard by Quedeca is amazing. Agreed. Scrapyard is insane. Have you ever heard the song Layla by Eric Clapton? I have not. Love to listen to it though. Sounds like a type of song that I would like in like a softer way. Speed run and alcoholism. Indeed. That is what I'm doing here. Sure. I'm a 19-year-old YouTuber at this point. Obviously, I'm gonna be an alcoholic. It's a 70s rock song. Hell yeah. That sounds sick. Here, actually, I'm gonna write that down. I want to listen to that song after this. Oh, we never got to listen to the Paraguay theme. Not the theme, the anthem. The Paraguay theme song. All right. Layla by Eric Clapton. There we go. All right, it's on my Google search, so I'll just have to remember to open that up again. The 70s did have good rock songs. Like, personally, I'm more of like a 60s sort of rock song era. Like, like the Black Sabbath stuff, but I fuck with like rock from any time. Where in Ireland are you from? I'm from Dublin. I'm from a town that's slightly south of Dublin. I don't really want to like reveal like exactly which county I'm in, but like I'm south of Dublin. Actually, about a book podcast. Have you ever been to the fucking portal thing that they have set up in O'Connell? Like, tell me if I should go there with my friends. If you have, because honestly, I really want to see what the New Yorkers are up to. I've heard that the Irish people have been crazy on the call. Are you a drummer? I am not. Those drum kits I got for, well, I got just to have them, but I also got for a friend because me and two of my friends, well, three of my friends, were thinking about starting a band because I play guitar. And, it just never ended up coming into fruition. And I just don't have enough space to set up the drum kits to actually learn myself. And drum kits are very loud. That is one thing I will say. Drum kits are very loud. And I don't want to like really annoy my neighbors or anything. Is Michael Jackson uh the king of K-pop? Is Michael Jackson the king of pop? I don't know. It's not up to me. I don't really listen to pop. The Portal thing is full of degenerates, lol. Yeah, but it's also fun of just like, well, not fun, but it's also just full of like real people at the same time, which I think is pretty cool. I just have seen enough videos of people flipping each other through the portal. Yeah, they do that a lot. You should play something for us sometime if you're comfortable, like on drums or like on guitar. I did that in the last live stream I did, Coffee Chat Day 30, where I played guitar at some point in the live stream. And I was pretty proud of it. I was pretty happy with it. The portal is interesting. If you go at the right time, they have people there to make sure you don't do anything mad. What time specifically? Because if it's like in the middle of the day, then that's doing no good. Well, it's O'Connell Street. It's doing good, but like like O'Connell is just crazy from dawn till dusk. You get me? It's literally my dream to play drums. Yeah, same here. Like I really want to learn how to play drums, but just I don't have enough space for setting up the actual drum kit right over there. And I don't want to annoy my neighbors too much. Like I play guitar. Like I have a 7 string there, but my amp is broken, so I can't really like get those fun sort of noises, but I can still play it. Like if I really choose to. But I need to get a lot of my guitars restringed because a lot of them are missing a string. So yeah, last 10 minutes of the live stream. So suppose we should just like start chilling then. What kind of music do you play? I suppose anti funk would probably be the best way to describe what I play. Because I mainly play like a lot of Crywank, some Wilbur Soot stuff, which I know that name. For anyone who knows what that name is, they might be thinking like, "Cool," but yeah, no, I just like I know the songs that he plays. You get me? Like I know who he is, but I also know the songs that he plays, and I like the songs that he plays. But yeah, like I know a few things from Crywank, a few things from Wilbur Soot, one song from Corpse Husband, another from Giles Corey, and one from American Poetry Club. And yeah, I usually play like very chill music. I want to like start learning how to play more metal. You get me? Like metal's very fun to play. Listen to Dirty Diana by Michael Jackson. It's a rock song. You might like it. Yeah. Uh, Michael Jackson also wrote Beat It, another great rock song. I have heard of that. I have heard that one. And I do agree. Great rock song. Great song. I love Beat It. But yeah, I haven't listened to Dirty Diana yet. I'll have that also in another tab on Google so I can remember to listen to it later. There you go. Bro, you make me feel so foreign. I don't know any of those names. Consider yourself lucky if you don't know those names. Like, that's all I'll say. Consider yourself lucky because it is very, like, yeah. You have a playlist or something on Spotify? I do, but right now I can't really, like, set up links to stuff on my channel. So I can't really, like, share my playlist. But that's something I would really like to do because I find that I connect to people really well through music. So it's like if I show someone a song, that's like a very intimate thing for me where it's like, all right, here, I'm showing you into like the stuff I listen to and the stuff that makes me feel like certain ways. So enjoy that. And I hope that you do the same when you show me your songs. Or it's like, oh, okay, I can really connect to this person because I know what kind of music they listen to. You get me? So like showing people my like playlist is a very like, all right, you're getting to know me here sort of stuff. Other than Zaster, are there any DSBM artists that you like? I mean, I hate to say this because it feels very disrespectful to that genre of music, but I can't remember any of the other names I listened to in DSBM other than what was that one band called? Here, all right, I have some DSBM songs in my playlist, but yeah, I'll go find them. I'll go find them. Why not? There's that one song, Seven Tears flowing through the river. Nazareth. Not Nazareth, I don't think. That's the place that Jesus was born, but wait, no, isn't that bad? Give me a second. Hello. What are you doing? What are you up to? Hello. Want pets? Want pets? Does little missus want pets? All right, here I'll try and find what the other DSBM. Wait, how did I not even think about Psychonaut 4? That is some song that I know. All right, here I'm gonna go into the other comments now because that took a little bit of time, but yeah. Do you like Cool and the Gang? I've never heard of them, but I'll make sure to listen to a few of their songs. Roping, oh excuse me, roping in it. We're opening up another Google tab. I'm not even drunk. I don't know why I'm like fucking up my words, but I mean that just tends to happen like every now and again. I remember when I used to like never swear. Like I used to not swear at all when I was like well, not when I was like something, right? But like a few months ago I never used to swear. I feel like I should probably get back to that point, you get me? Thoughts on the AI revolution? I think AI is gonna fizzle out because so far, from what I've seen from AI, not really that impressive. Like, it's just software. You get me? It's the same thing that we've been using our whole lives, but just branded under this like different idea of like, oh, it's slightly more intelligent now. I don't think the AI revolution is gonna be that crazy. Cat wants some whiskey. Fun story, actually, about this little guy. right here. Fun story about this little guy. Me and a friend were over here, right? Just drinking, smoking, talking, like, you know, just having fun, right? Just chilling. And my mother poured us both up a shot of rum, right? A shot of Captain Morgan. We didn't drink those shots. But this little guy, she did. She did do that. She did drink up the rum. So yeah, she most definitely wants some whiskey. And every time I try to roll like a smoke, she usually ends up coming up to me and like wanting to have some smoke. Man Damage, I made a playlist just today and I kind of felt stuck listening to the same things. That is one thing I don't like about playlists. You're just kind of stuck listening to the same things. You should defo check Summer Madness. It's such a banger of them. And that's off of Cool and the Gang. So I'll just put that in the playlist. All right. We got that up on one of the tabs. Have you ever had different hairstyles? If so, which one was your favorite? All right. Okay, well, funny that you bring up that question because hairstyles is something I know a lot about. I have had many different hairstyles in my time on this earth. I think my favorite, well, besides like nowadays, I really like how my hair looks nowadays, but I think my favorite or like the closest thing to my favorite was probably around last August when it looked a little something like, if you'll give me a second to find it. A little something around August when it looked like that. So yeah, that was probably my favorite hairstyle. Like just that sort of like it's coming over the eyelid, but like not too much. You know, like all that sort of stuff, right? And yeah, that was probably my favorite hairstyle that I've had. I had to like at one point I had like black and white in my hair. And it was around like the same length that it is now. It was like sort of split dyed in the middle. And then I got it cut short and it's sort of like the white crossed over into the black because it had like the same split that I have now where it's like, oh, it's up. The camera is like very weird. Like trying to get used to the camera is very weird, but yeah, it was like around here where the split was, like around, yeah, there. And yeah, like I had it like split dyed black and white, and it was like the white sort of crossed over into the black, and it looked pretty cool. I have killed music for myself. I can't even enjoy it anymore except for certain scenarios. I get that. What are you doing? Are you like in heat or something? Can you chill? Can you chill? Yeah, I can understand how you've killed music for yourself. Like I feel like music is definitely one of those things where like after a while it starts to lose its magic. Like especially if you're listening to the same song over and over. I find that just existing without music and like existing without eternal distraction is like very freeing though. What are you doing? Why are you like this right now? Can someone tell me what's wrong with my cat? She's just sort of sitting like this, right? I'll ignore like the bin right there, right? But she's just sort of sitting like this. Well, obviously she's not gonna do anything weird now that I'm pointing it out. Obviously, she's not gonna do anything weird now, but yeah, she's sitting in a very weird way. I guess the song from the lyrics: skinhead, deadhead, everybody gone, bad situation, aggravation, everybody allegation, and the sweet on the news, everybody's dog food, bang bang, shot dead, everybody's gone mad. Is that Mr. Brightside by the Killers? True, it's good. Yeah. I don't even know what you're agreeing to. Live streaming is so weird, but I love it. It's so fun. You've been live for 100 minutes and I've been here the whole time. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Azure Blaze. Even though I remember you joining a little bit later, but we won't bring that up. We won't bring that up. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm your biggest fan. I mean, look, if you check out some of the earlier videos on this channel, I'll tell you one thing: there have been bigger fans than you. She wants whiskey for sure. Absolutely, absolutely. It's "They Don't Care About Us" by Michael Jackson. All right, so that's the song that you quoted. Then good to know. I'll have to add that to the playlist too. The haircut that you showed us, yeah. I feel like it wasn't a good picture. I have like a better picture of it, but I just can't find it. Oh, there it is. There's a better picture of the haircut, even though you can barely see my face in it. I liked how my hair looked when it was shorter, I will say. But at the same time, I like having like this longer stuff. It feels great. It feels freeing. I love that hairstyle. Thanks. Thank you. Back then I was like very I don't know, like back then I felt like it was very immature. Now that like nowadays I feel like my hairstyle more reflects who I am as a person. But back then it really reflected who I was as a person, you get me? Like it looked sort of I don't know. It was very weird. I feel like my hairstyle always ends up fitting me depending on what phase of life I'm in. I think both of them look great. Thank you. Thank you. They Don't Care About Us has a good guitar solo. I'm gonna take your word on that. Well, I mean, I'm gonna be listening to it too, so. Are you okay? What are you doing? What are you doing? Bro. What are you doing to the Jack Daniels bottle? Come on. Show some respect. Show some respect to Jasper Jack Daniels. All right, here I need to add that song. You should definitely get a mohawk dyed neon yellow. Bro, here, I'm gonna show you all something that's gonna ruin your perception of me, right? But do you guys want to see the hairline? I already did this in the last stream, but yous ain't ready for this. Yous ain't ready for this. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, my hairline does not suit any other hairstyle other than this. Why do you think it's so long? What are you doing? All right, here. You're here now. Yeah, people change and haircuts too. Yeah, true, true. I had a cute cat and it ran away from me, lol. Yeah, that cats tend to do that a lot. Why are you still doing what you're doing? Are you in heat? Just tell me. Just let me know. better than mine, lol. I'm 19. I'm losing a ton of hair. Yeah. The unfortunate reality of being a man on this earth. You lose your hair young. It's over for me. Nah, not necessarily, though. I've seen a lot of people that look good with just a buzzed head. It's better than. Oh, I already read that one. You could do like a military haircut. All right, here I'll pull up a picture. I'll pull up a picture. You know, why not? Why not? I have the pictures there. I can show you what I look like with a completely buzzed head. What are you doing? Why are you still goblin walking? All right, hold on. Very quickly, actually. I want to show what I looked like with like the black and white hair because I thought that was like actually pretty cool. If I can find a picture of it, that is. Actually, yeah, all right. The one picture I have of me with black and white hair looks awful. That's sort of what it looked like. That all that blurriness on the left side is me with white hair. But yeah, that's what the black and white hair looked like. And then this is what it looked like when it was shorter. And I mean, that's like a very bad picture, but like I thought it looked pretty cool back then. So yeah, that's what it looked like when it was shorter. And then if I can find the buzzed cut, the day one buzz cut. Oh, that started an arc. That started a fire in me that has not gone out. I am only here because of that buzz cut. I will say, I am only here because of that buzz cut. That buzz cut taught me some things about life. All right. When do I? Come on, just get to the point. All right. All right. I gotta show this picture. If I can get the lighting right. Yeah, there we go. That was when I got a reverse mohawk. So yeah. And then here was me with the shaved head and my Diary of a Wimpy Kid books in the background. So yeah, I can't rock a shaved head. I'll lose all of my hair by the time I'm 30. Well, with that attitude, maybe. You gotta hope, you get me? Hope not. I'll pray for it not to happen. That is true. That is true. What you just said, pray for it not to happen. That will do it. I want to do a military cut because I got the same prob. Yeah, I mean, I feel like military cuts, like everyone can find a way to feel comfortable with it. You get me? The anime haircut phase. Trust me, you don't even know. You don't even know. Apparently, vitamin D supplements can help with hair loss. I'll have to try it out. Wouldn't make sense. Yeah, like vitamins are very important. The buzz cut aged you so much. Yeah. It didn't even age me just because of how I looked back then. It aged me like physically, like it aged me through life. Like I got that buzz cut and my life has not been the same since. All right. Kind of closing in on the end of the live stream. And I really hate to say that because I've been having a lot of fun here. Actually, you know what? We're going to finish this and then we'll end the live stream. You get me? I'm way too tired to really be here for the stream today, but I just want to pop through and say hi. Sailor, I know your name. I see your comments all the time. Thank you for being such like a prevalent member of the community. You can have this one day off. You can have this one day off. Don't worry, man. You definitely suit long hair a lot better. You're very handsome. Thank you. Thank you. I've had a lot of people tell me that long hair really does suit me. And I feel like right in assuming that they're telling me the truth. How long it took to grow it up again? I've been growing it out ever since March 2022. March 2022, yeah. So that's like 26 months that it has been growing out, and I've gotten 3 haircuts in that time. I like how it looks when it's longer, just because, like, not even because I think it looks better on me as a person, but just because I love feeling like the wind blowing through my hair. You get me? I'm growing out a mullet, which is probably a terrible idea, but I'm going to anyway. But I'm doing it anyway. Yeah, I mean, mullets, I feel like they're very hit or miss. Like, I have 2 friends that grew out their hair from mullets, and it's like, I think they look good on them. Because, like, obviously, I'm not going to think my friend is, like, bad looking. But, it's like, I feel like you can do something a bit more creative than, like, a mullet. Because I feel like everyone's been doing mullets. But, again, maybe that's just me with my out of touch view on the modern world. All right. Heads up, we're probably going to be ending the stream at 10 to, which for me, that means 10 to 11. For you, that might mean something else, but essentially in 6 or so minutes, because I really have to pee. Pink colored dreads. Don't even get me started on the pink color. Don't even get me started on pink color. I used to have pink hair, and that's all I'm gonna say on that. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. But everyone here, all the 8 people watching, I used to have pink hair. Keep this a secret between us, and we won't have any problems, okay? I don't see many women with mullets, but maybe that's for a good reason. I mean, I can imagine a mullet looking good on a woman. Like, I can imagine that very easily. But it very much depends on, like, hair texture and all that sort of stuff. Like, how the hair has ever looked. Have you ever had a girlfriend? No. Based answer. No, I've never had a girlfriend. I've just, like, for most of my teenage years, I thought it was asexual, aromantic. So, like, I would have never really dabbled in that area. But, after that, after I realized, like, oh, I was straight, I also kind of realized, wow, I am not good boyfriend material. Like, I am not at the point where I need to be to actually be a good boyfriend. So, I haven't really had a girlfriend. I'm not really looking for a girlfriend. I'm just waiting until the time's right. You get me? Pink hair, plus you look a bit like Kurt Cobain. I feel like I get that not a lot, but in the places where I hear people tell me that I look like Kurt Cobain, it always feels like the weirdest places. Because usually it's at pubs and stuff. So it's like I'm just there chilling with my friends, drinking pints, and then some dude will come up to me and be like, "Yo, you look like Kurt Cobain," and I'm like, "Hell yeah." You look more like John Lennon. I don't actually know what John Lennon looks like. Is that a bad thing that I don't know? Let me know, chat. Oh man, I like live streams. I will say. Like, maybe the fact that I'm 3 Jack and Cokes down is certainly making me feel more like that. But, I like live streams. Live streams are always fun. All right, so can you all see the similarity? I mean, that's a very bad. Here, let's just. Hello, all new viewers. All right, so do I look like John Lennon then? I feel like with glasses I might. I will say, I do look a lot like my grandfather, which makes sense. But like I will say I have the same smile as my grandfather, and that makes me feel very like that has helped my confidence so much. Like I see my grandfather as like my father figure, and it's like being able to know that I have the same smile as him is amazing. And we both usually have longer hair. Shave your head and do a crazy fade with the Man City logo. I don't think I want to shave my head again. He has a much wider face than you. Yeah, that's one thing I will say. My face, while wide, is also very much taller than it is wide. And I hate to jump scare everyone with that, but yeah. Yeah, I feel like he does have a much wider face than me. But I also feel like it's just like the skeletal structure of his skull is very different to mine, which makes sense. We're all made very differently. Shave your head, yeah. Weirdly enough, I've been having the temptation to shave my head. Like, I've been really fighting that temptation. That is like, like, it's really coming up on me. I feel like I'd look good with like a beard. You get me? Like, imagine me with like a beard. But yet again, a lot of people already like come onto my channel and say like Jesus part two. I feel like if I grew a beard, that wouldn't really be like fighting against that case. Not that I want to fight against that case in any way, except for like, I'm not him. I'm not him. I'm never gonna be him. But like I feel like I would look good with a beard. Jesus part two. Yeah. Like I genuinely got a fucking comment on one of my videos saying Jesus chapter 2. It was like, thank you so much, but I am not that guy. I am not that guy. I am not him. I am nowhere near worthy being called him. But it was like such a great compliment. Like that really got me going for this YouTube stuff. Well, I mean, a lot of the comments beforehand got me going with this YouTube stuff, but like that comment really was like, all right, I have I have an image. I have an image I need to uphold. Also, I feel like I should say sorry for missing the uploads recently. I've just been like kind of lazy, honestly. I've been here for 2 hours. This is the longest stream I've watched. When will you live again? All right, I'm just gonna answer both of these questions here. Thank you for that. Thank you for sticking around for 2 hours. But yeah, that like this is my second live stream, so the fact that you're saying that is like very hell yeah. People like what I'm doing. And Nordin's comment, when will you live again? When will you live again? Not when will you live again? That's a very different question. But yeah, when will I live again? I honestly hope really soon. Like I really like this. I really like doing this stuff. This is great for me. I love live streaming. This is great. So yeah, hopefully I'll be doing that soon. Like I really want to do this for like very consistently for the coffee chats. But yeah. Yeah, I've been here for the whole thing. It has been really chill. Thank you, Raccoon Macaroon. Yeah, you've been here for a while, haven't you? So yeah. Uh well, either way, we're coming to the end. I'm sorry to break it to you all. But yeah, I hope that you've all enjoyed this. I hope that you've had a great time just being here, just chilling and like all that sort of stuff. And yeah, like this has been a great time for me. I hope that I can do this soon again. I'll probably do this for Coffee Chat Day 60. Just gonna throw that out for you. Coffee Chat Day 60. Keep an eye out. And yeah, we'll definitely do this again. I always love live streaming. This is always like a really fun part of like doing the YouTube stuff, right? And this is always just a great time. So yeah, uh, thank you all for watching. I will be going now. I do need to really take a piss. So yeah, get all your goodbyes out, and yeah, we'll do this again in like a couple of days, actually, like in less than 2 weeks. So yeah. Just commenting out the little goodbye message. All right. It's been fun having you all here. And yeah, I hope you all join me for day 60 of the coffee chats. See you all around.